There is still a large gap between the amount of attention male sports gets over female sports 45 years after Title IX. Title IX is a law enacted in 1972 to help women not be discriminated against. At Southern Illinois University, more people go to men's basketball games than women's.
It kind of stinks, or a better word than sucks, but it does, because you come to men's game and the stands are all full. I mean, it's not overpacked, but it is full. And, you wish you could play for that, but you don't.
As a whole, nationally, the numbers are still the same for basketball. One of the most successful programs in women's college sports history is coached by a male, Gino Auriemma at UConn. Nationally, the same is true for softball.
You're going to talk to me about softball, is there's a rash of men coaching women. That's been more of an issue probably for me, is that there are not as many women coaching women anymore.
When Title IX was enacted, if there was a women's team, 90% of the coaches were women. And now they say in 214 it's 43.
Putting more money in female sports has been the reason for the influx of men coaching female teams.
That's because we're paying them more. Once the salaries go up, then more men come in.
Jones is the Senior Associate Athletic Director and retires tomorrow after 18 years. She used to work at a law practice and investigated if schools were compliant with Title IX. Schools need to change how they search for candidates for there to be more female coaches.
You have to be purposeful about wanting to hire women to coach women's sports. You have to be really aggressive. You have to aggressively recruit people.
This will be Blaylock's 18th year as head coach of SIU softball. She now coaches in Charlotte West Stadium.
This stadium is a benefit of Title IX.
The stadium softball played in before was below subpar.
They were temporary bleachers. The bleachers were sitting here, the sidewalk was right next to it, and if you had to go to the bathroom, you had to run across the street to the rec center.
Female athletes don't have the same benefits after college. A professional softball player makes an average of $5,000 each season. A WNBA player makes an average $20,000 per season.
I know women's basketball makes, I couldn't even give you a percentage, just so much lower than a men's player. It could be a men's player that sits the bench for an NBA team making $1 million for a year, and you have a women's player who could be the MVP and they're making $100,000 at max.
Professional female sports have not been around long enough for their salaries to be equal to the male sports.
We're just not established, We're not established. MLB's been around forever. We're not. Of course, but you think about it, Bud, and there's every barrier to be broken.
Jones believes parents are the ones who will help bring popularity to female sports.
If daddy starts saying, I'm not going to let my little girl be treated any different than my little boy, there's the revolution right there.
For EV Edition Sports, I'm Joey Dalo.